Young Armenian scholars, policy columnists, and researchers gathered again in Aghveryan to continue learning the US best practices in policy analysis. The second retreat in a series of 3 weekend writing and public speaking retreats took place on July 2nd to 4th. The course expert, the CI director Alexander Iskandaryan, gave lectures on think tanking in the US and what science is and what it isn't.
It was a lecture of construction of think tanking in the United States of America. What is think tank? What types? What think tanks do you have in United States? How it is different from think tanking in different countries in Europe, for example, in post-Soviet states. About financial sustainability of the think tanks, about ideological dimensions of think tank, and how people work there, how this system is acting in the United States of America. More or less it was, I tried to explain to scholars, to young scholars, to students, how they can orient themselves in American system of think tanking.
The second course expert and the CI research fellow, Petrosyan, gave lectures on how to write the abstract for a research paper and the research paper itself.
During my lectures, I explained them how to write an abstract. I explained how to write proposals, how to review basically the proposals and abstracts of the other participants and other academicians, as well as we were talking about how to write an academic article for Western journals. And with this, we are trying to build the capacity and to and to enrich the skills of the young academicians in Armenia and young PhD scholars, so they will be more compatible in international arena, and so they can compete and enrich the theoretical knowledge of the world, and to go out of the box, to go out of the borders of Armenia, and to represent Armenian academy outside, and particularly in Western journals.
After the first lecture, the participants had a session with Alexander Iskandaryan and Petrosyan, during which they discussed their research proposals that they had submitted prior to the retreat. Then the participants wrote abstracts for their research papers. Afterwards, they presented and discussed their abstracts with the course experts.
They already obtained the skills how to write an abstract and how to submit the abstract for journals and for conferences, and currently our participants are working on reviewing each other's abstracts, finding its strong and weak points, and trying to improve the quality of the abstracts. Reviewing each other's papers also helps participants to notice the mistakes which they are not able to notice in their own articles. In this term, when you are reviewing other people's articles, you can find mistakes which you are not able to find in your paper, and that helps them to look into their papers with kind of fresh view, and thus improve the quality of the papers which they are working on.
It is very useful in terms of learning how to communicate it with international journals, how to write to them, and how to what to underline, what to be sure that you have highlighted in your proposal, how to write an abstract very precisely. It's not just a summary, you know. I think those skills are very useful, and it would make our work much better. And in the future, I'm sure that I will use the skills that I acquired here and will acquire during the next session as well in my both professional career and also in academic career, because I plan at some point to return to formal academia. So I'm very happy to be part of this project.
You can show the way. Then it depends on their work, on their ability or their wish, etc. But if they would better understand the situation with with Science in America, it will give them possibilities to go on their way, to try to, if you understand better, so you can work on that.
The next writing assignment was to develop an introduction to their research papers. Until the third, the last retreat, which is going to be held in September, the participants have time to finalize their papers. The retreats are organized with support from the US Embassy in Yerevan. The course concentrates on conveying US academic practices and skills in writing and speaking through experience sharing and practical tasks.